Hi. It is the afternoon and I'm driving home from work. And I'm kind of dying a little bit because it's fucking 94 degrees outside. But whatever. It's hot in Colorado in the middle of June. But whatever. Anyway. Today, well, this vlog anyway, I had a curious question because we were having this debate during work today. Not really a debate, we were just having a discussion during work today about ghosts and spirits and energy and stuff like that. And everybody can, believe what they want to believe. That's fine. It's just like anything else. But personally, I think it is 100% there. I think it's 100% plausible that there could be not like a white sheet ghost that's gonna, whatever, but energy built up from, past lives, past people, stuff like that, and it can affect everyday life, different buildings, different landmarks, different whatever. Only because energy and matter, I think it's matter, maybe it's matter, I don't know, it can be transferred, but it can't be destroyed. When you die, you get buried in the ground or cremated or however you want to do what you do when you die, you can still have the energy from you, if that makes any kind of sense. This isn't going how I planned. Let's just say I'll just start my story because I kind of have a story to go with this. But I have had several experiences, more than several, probably a lot, probably more than the average person does. Like I said, if you want to believe in this, do. If you don't, you might want to stop watching right now. Just saying. But I kind of consider myself an empath. If you don't know what that is, Google it, because I have a really bad explanation. I don't really know how to describe it, but pretty much what it is you can feel the energy around you. Like if you're around people, you can feel their energy. You can feel what they're feeling. You can kind of connect with them on a deeper level than just two people talking, if that makes any kind of sense. A lot of people with anxiety and mental disorders like that are empaths, and some go deeper than others, and some are just kind of like, oh, I can feel a little bit more than normal people do. But me personally, I feel like I can feel the energy of other people in places and stuff like that a lot more. And there have been several occasions where my boyfriend and I, we used to go on road trips, just day trips all the time to old mining towns here in Colorado, drive 2 or 3 hours. You can go to several mining towns, like half a dozen or more. And the energy in those towns is so strong, it's ridiculous. Like, not only from the past, but even currently, like a lot of them have turned into gambling towns, where a bunch of casinos have popped up, and I don't know if any of you have heard of Black Hawk or Central City, Colorado, but they're very popular spots for gamblers. But they used to be old mining towns here in Colorado, and I got boogers, I'm sorry. And just driving through that town, or sometimes we'd stop and pull over, walk around, see the sights, whatever, you can feel, it feels different. The energy in the town feels different. It's hard to describe, to be honest with you. The last time my boyfriend and I went on a day trip was probably 2 or 3 years ago. It was before my daughter was born. But there was one time where we drove through. We didn't even stop. We just drove through. And I got one hell of a headache just going through that town. Just going through Black Hawk. And it was like all of the onset of a headache worse than I've ever had in my life. Like a migraine. Just killing me. killing me. And as soon as we drove out of the town, I was perfectly fine. I was fine. I don't know what it was. I'm sure a lot of you in the comments are going to have a different explanation or whatever, but I know what I felt. I know what I believe it to be, and I'm staying with it. I feel like I can feel that stuff. You can't really describe a feeling like that. Like you can say, oh, it was just a headache, or oh, it was just the altitude, or oh, you just need to drink more water. I know what I felt, and I know those feelings. Because I have chronic headaches too. I do. And it wasn't like that. And it wasn't like me not drinking enough water. And I grew up in the mountains. I grew up way up high in the mountains. I don't get altitude sickness. I don't have problems with altitude. It's just weird. I can't describe it in words. But, oh God, I'm tired. Sorry, I just got off work and I'm a little sleepy. I'm going to pick up my daughter. But anyway, it's hard to describe. And I know a lot of people who have anxiety. Like I said, they have different connections to people. And it's not even with the dead either. That's another kind of point, I guess, I wanted to make is, like at work, if somebody is having a bad day and they're trying to hide it, they're smiling or whatever, I can feel that. I can tell that something is off or wrong, or something is just not right, if that makes any kind of sense. That happened to me the other day. There was a guy who was having a bad day. He wasn't really putting it on, but I could tell, and I was like, hey, what's wrong? Because he was having a hard time, but he wasn't really putting it out there. And as soon as I started talking to him, he was like, yeah, I'm just having a hard time. And him and I talked, and I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to describe. But it's not that unlikely that there isn't ghosts or energy or, stuff like that. A lot of places that have had house upon house upon house and have had especially high energy places like jails. There's a lot of fucking energy in jails. There's a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of anger in jails, but there's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of all kinds of stuff. There's just a lot of feeling, a lot of strong emotion in places like that, and it's not that unlikely. I don't think so, that, it can reside there. That's just my personal thought on that, I guess. I don't know. Do you guys have any experiences that you've had, even if it's just something little? I mean, good, bad, whatever. And I don't know, let me down in the comments. I don't speak English, obviously. Let me know down in the comments if you've had any experiences or something like that. I'd love to hear what your guys', is that a word? What your thoughts are on this. And if you... Now, don't go in the comments and hate on people because they have these experiences or, what they think. Don't do that. That's mean. But if you don't believe in it, that's perfectly fine. I want to know what your reasoning is, what your thought process is. I want to know your side. Don't be, oh, I don't believe in it because it's just not there. Give me a reason. It's a good discussion topic. It's good. I want to know both sides of the story. I want to know why you believe in it or why you don't believe in it. It's just a curious thought. We were talking about it during work today, and I thought it was interesting to know. Maybe I'll do a different vlog. There's one really bad, like really bad experience that my boyfriend and I both had, because he's not really sensitive, but he really believes in that stuff. But maybe I'll do a whole video on that experience, because that was kind of crazy. It has to do with his grandparents' house and stuff like that. I'll have to ask him and see if he's okay with me posting it, because it's kind of personal for them. Obviously, I'm not going to name any names or anything like that, but let me know let me know, I guess, if you want to hear that story, because I think it'll be good to get it out, because him and I actually haven't talked about it since it happened like 5 or 6 years ago. It happened that long ago. So I don't know. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And if my boyfriend gives me permission, then I'll go ahead and post that other video of our experience that we had. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts for today, driving home. Yeah, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy me ranting about nothing for 15 minutes, then give this video a like. I don't know, or don't, whatever. I post videos, I post vlogs all the time. I post gaming videos rarely, but I do. Yeah, I will see y'all later.